Here we go. 180.
It's going to be a long day.
On first down, Dobbins, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo now. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Matchbox lights.
Looking to throw. Costello. And he fit, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Brandon Graham. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Back to throw. Costello. This one complete to Devin Funchess. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
Let's go now. 8 read. General West. On the team now.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Costello. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready. At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coach?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 81 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Running the toss here to Jacobs. He gets away from one. Still going. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light vest.
Nigel Bradham brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Second and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Costello. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way down to the 41-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done. Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 14. And an Eagle first down.
These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to McKinnon, it's Garoppolo. He's going to go, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Costello. On the crossing route, complete. That's Black. 25 yards that time.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen. They turned into a really nice play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Costello. Got a man. It's Brown. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Costello. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain there of 21 yards. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Hey, you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Looking to throw. Costello. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 84 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. No, off.
Here's Jacobs. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Down, 30 base.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
You ain't got nothing. Check.
Go.
Check. 48's the mark.
Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Check 59.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check, 48's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Mike, 48. Mike, 48. Colonel.
Hey, Alpha. Snap.
Back to throw. Costello. It's wearing the tight end with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on 1st down, Costello. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Here we go.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
21. Here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Watch
21.
Safety's creeping.
21. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They'll try and run for it. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Watch the whip. X3. 218. Chopper. Check. Lucky.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
On the ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Watch the pass.
Shoot.
They'll try and throw for it here. Completes this to Waring. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Something to watch here in Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, exit. Ready.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set up. 18 Gator.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Costello. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Costello. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Got it.
What's your thoughts on the tackle? No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
To throw on 3rd down. Costello. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. All day, dog. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
On 4th down, Costello. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a give, right side, Dobbins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 80! Hey, come on.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. Able
to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Being chased out left. Funches has it complete. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Costello. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Fletcher Cox. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And now this pass brought in by Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there. Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Hey, Charlie.
Ricky. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Ready? Check, 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 check.
On fourth down, Costello. And it is incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time. And that means
rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
21. Here we go. 21. Hey, box truck.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now Garoppolo. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You start to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. There goes a deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. On first down, Costello. He's going to let it fly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Garoppolo looking to throw. Going deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Deep off, it got his man, complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hey, gun.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Ross, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
18 Gator. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Deep Rivers.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the out.
Hey, Delta. There.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Eagles, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.